Welcome back to Third Phase of Moon. Blake Cousins, we've got the team together and a lot of UFO videos for you tonight. We survived a 6.3 earthquake here on the Big Island earlier this morning, but we got UFO, so check it out. Broad daylight, flying saucer captured right there. You see it go behind the tree. What we're looking at is authentic footage of something seemingly defying the laws of physics. What is the propulsion behind this? Yeah, Blake, this is pretty cool. We see this cylindrical craft, if you could call it that, moving, and it seems like it has an objective. It's moving in a point of a straight line. It seems like it knows where it's going. Oh, this episode tonight, we have so many UFOs. We're just getting started and excited to share it with you all. But what's going on here, in my opinion, is something unconventional. We don't know what's keeping this up in the air.
I really like the way this one moves, how it just kind of hovers, and it's kind of moving slowly, but just kind of very fluid movement. I really like this one a lot. What are your thoughts, Dr. J?
Absolutely. I like this one a lot too. It's going too slow to be something that has conventional propulsion. At the same time, I wouldn't be surprised if we have drones that look like this right now, but there is no visible helicopter blades or anything like that. And also, just like with other videos, there's good reference points here. The tree, the power lines. If people figure out the exact distance between the camera and the tree, we could actually use trigonometry and figure out the object size.
You know, you're right, Dr. J, and I'm guessing that this thing at least is about, 5 feet in diameter, maybe even 10 to 20. We're not exactly sure, but like you said, no propeller blades, nothing indicating any kind of means of normal propulsion that we're aware of. Yeah, is this some sort of new advanced drone? The capabilities of our government, other governments around the planet, I'm sure they have some things up their sleeves that they're not sharing with us. Maybe somebody on the ground actually captured some sort of experimental flight of it. This is pretty cool. You can see it's kind of all blacked out too. Underneath, it's hard to take out any detail from it. All that you can see is it looks like this flying puck in the sky, and it's just moving. And where did it go is a big question.
Yeah, there's a couple points in this video where I'm noticing almost something small sticking out of the top, like the front of it and under it. I don't know if anyone else notices that, but I see like there's like almost like something sticking out of it. So that's really interesting. But I like how it kind of comes down from the clouds too. It looks like it's coming from really far off down from the clouds.
Yeah, we're going to look at this a little closer, and we're asking the public, maybe take some stills off this video, send it to us, and maybe analyze it. Maybe there's some spikes. Now, more video coming into Third Phase of Moon. Take a look at this. Something over the lunar moon, or are we looking at some kind of manipulated footage? That's the question. We're going to get some close-ups, but there's been a lot of footage coming in from amateur astronomers out there capturing something that we can't explain. Are we looking at something legitimate? Is this some kind of secret space force or something extraterrestrial in nature? That's what we're going to try and find out. But a lot of videos tonight, but this one is peculiar at the moment. Guys, I want to get your thoughts in this live premiere. Brent, your thoughts. Yeah, we had a 6.3 earthquake again on the Big Island, like Blake said earlier, and somebody was sharing this as soon as it happened. I'm like, oh, wait, hold on, what's going on? Ground started shaking, but I was really intrigued with what I saw here. We're seeing like 2, 5, even a 6 craft. You see that little point of smaller craft. They're kind of leading the pack of the back 3 spacecraft, if you could call it. We don't know. Again, could this be manipulated? Maybe CGI? I'm still on the fence on this one, but if it's legit, we're looking at something special here.
When I look at this, I feel like it doesn't really look like spacecraft to me, just from the shape of it. The way they look in the back, it's almost like a almost oval shaped in the back, and then it comes to a point in the front. So I think that's really interesting. I'm not sure what you could say this is, unless maybe it is some sort of spacecraft that is shaped differently, and it kind of comes, like the edges get blurred from the distance. I'm not sure. What are your thoughts, Dr. J?
For the tens of thousands of videos that we've deemed to be probably ET or something else, absolutely, this looks nothing like it. The higher we go in altitude, the smaller wings we need. This looks like tiny, I guess airplanes or airplanes intended to go Mach 5, Mach 10. I'm really on the fence about this one. I'm not sure if this is real. I'd like to believe it is, but I want more information to come out. Other than that, I'm going to say it's possibly a fake.
We're not dismissing that's a possibility, but if indeed this is true, the optics, from what I'm looking at, these things are semi-focused, and so is the lunar surface. So I would have to say this is up there high in altitude, maybe the memosphere. I'm not exactly sure, but if it's real, it's high up there. Now, more footage coming in. Let's roll the next video. Brent shared this with me earlier today. We're sharing it. More footage coming in from the lunar surface of something that just zoomed by some of the large craters, casted a shadow. Oh, I'm not exactly sure if this is legit, Brent. Where'd you find this one?
Yeah, both of these videos coming from the moon came from a source in Mexico. So it's suspect. People are trying to entertain the business of UFOs, and they'll pass off everything as real. But people wanted to get our opinion on this, and we're looking at this. It looks like almost a paraglider flying above the surface of the moon. This thing's massive, whatever this triangular craft is, and it's casting a shadow on the moon. Again, could this be done in After Effects? Absolutely. If this is, again, legitimate footage, I would like to get more opinion on it. But right now, again, a little suspect on this one.
What I think is really incredible about this is definitely the shadow it casts on the surface. I'm not really sure how something like that could be faked, but I think it's really interesting that you also see a flapping effect with the wings. I definitely see it. Almost looks like, to me, the wings are flapping. I don't know if maybe it's just kind of glitching out and that's why it looks like that to me, but it honestly reminds me of a moth when I see it. So what do you think about this, Dr. J?
If this was faked, I have to say the person who added the shadow obviously was going for detail. This looks like it could be the outline of the B-2 stealth bomber. Look at the back, the slight triangles you see of it. I'm more inclined to think this is more of our space drones, possibly by the Space Force. Obviously, ever since President Trump announced that, it's already been going on from at least 2008, from what sources say. I wouldn't be surprised if people are capturing United States Space Force drones, and I think that's what this could be if it's real.
I hope so, Dr. J. But yeah, it's pretty easy to drop shadow, add a little bit of artificial shake to some still imagery, and voila, you got something that looks quite impressive. But then again, we're not here to tell you what to believe or not. We're just getting the evidence as it comes into Third Phase Moon, and we're going to give you opinions of what is going on around the world in real time, and let you know. I think I'm a little suspicious about this one. The one prior, I'm a little bit more believing it, but what we're about to share with you, we believe is very authentic footage, and we'll tell it the way we see it. So guys, take a look at this. Carlsbad, California. Somebody on the side of the highway managed to capture something hovering over Carlsbad. What the heck is this? A blue luminescent object. It looks kind of like a blob. I'm not exactly sure. Brent did some enhancements. We're going to get some close-ups, but what we're looking at, again, legitimate footage. The question is, what the heck are we looking at here?
Yeah, we're going to get a close-up on this. We're seeing this, like, again, Blake said, this bioluminescent object is floating up in the sky maybe about 40 feet above the ground. This thing looks in scale to be maybe about, I don't know, maybe 50 feet to 30 feet. What's ever keeping this up there is a big question. Could this be some sort of advertisement? Here's a close-up here. What is it? We're looking at it. Maybe somebody was advertising some sort of hockey player. It kind of looks like that, or some sort of golfer. I'm not sure. That's what it looks like to me.
It definitely looks very bioluminescent in nature, but I'm also wondering if maybe it's a drone art installation, because I've seen a lot of that, but it doesn't really look quite like that to me. So, but that's the only thing that I could think this could be, because it definitely kind of looks like art or something. But what I do know is also is this light kind of going by in the background. I didn't know if that was shooting by in the sky.
Hey, Dr. J, when you're looking at this, and if you're driving alongside the freeway, you're going to pull out your camera and shoot it, right?
Oh, absolutely. At first, I'm going to start to think this is one of those advertisements with hot air blowing, these statues with the long arms flapping. But this thing is not on the ground. And if you look closely, it's not moving very much. It moves very, very little. And it's extremely bright. I tend to think it's something more electrical. I don't want to say ball lightning because we've used that before, but maybe this is something natural occurring.
You know, it's a possibility. I'm looking at this with these close-ups and enhancements. I'm not seeing any kind of tether. Could this be some kind of like projection that's being casted up there in some kind of silk screen? We've seen these stunts being done in Dubai, but is this a new realm of advertising going on? Quickly, Brent, your thoughts on that one before we get to the next video.
Yeah, I think California is so populated. Carlsbad, obviously somebody knows what this is. I think after tonight's episode, we're going to find out. People are on the ground. We got a lot of Third Phase fans out there. So I think by tomorrow, somebody's going to let us know what this is. Again, big episode tonight. Everybody in the comments, appreciate it. We see you all, seeing all our friends joining us tonight. Hit that thumbs up. Let's get this up to 1,000 people watching. Let's do it.
Absolutely. And now more videos for everybody, and we're sharing them right now. Take a look at this. So once again, people are asking for clear UFO videos. I think we got them for you tonight. And again, we're looking at something, in our opinion, it's legitimate, no enhancements, in my opinion, no manipulation. We're looking at something that, again, is unexplained. Again, is it some kind of gondola or, excuse me, like a hot air balloon? I'm not seeing any kind of gondola underneath this. Brent, your thoughts on this? Again, man-made or otherworldly?
Yeah, these are really getting common. I think Third Phase of Moon is the top channel to showcase the phenomenon with whatever we're looking at. People are skeptical. People think these could be modified balloons, which I could agree with. It could be that. Again, we're looking at this acorn shaped craft. It seems to be just floating or maybe moving with its own propulsion and coordinates. There's a good close-up right there. What do you think, Paula?
The way this moves, I definitely feel like it seems to be floating, in my opinion. But I definitely see a lot with this top-shaped craft that's coming a lot here on Third Phase of Moon. So I'm not sure. I mean, to me, it almost looks like kind of pillow-shaped, this particular video. What are your thoughts, Dr. J?
I'm glad you said top, Apollo. That was one of the first thing that came to mind. In other positions, though, it looks like it could be four-sided, like a pyramid stacked over another inverted pyramid. This is actually one of my more favorite ones. And if you go back to 1980 in Texas, when the Cash Landrum incident happened, this is very similar to what they actually drew, as opposed to what was portrayed in, say, Unsolved Mysteries of what they saw.
You know, a good call. And again, the history behind these metallic shaped, acorn shaped craft goes down 100 years, according to Michael Schrad and his history of these craft that have been spotted by millions of people throughout the history of mankind. So are we looking at something extraterrestrial in nature? Again, I'm asking you, the public. We're just sharing you the evidence. And again, no manipulation here. We're looking at something up there in the sky, and I'm saying it's quite large. I'm guessing about 20 to maybe 30 feet in diameter here, Brent.
Yeah, the scale's looking about right there. You can see it behind the branches, and he's trying to focus. This guy's actually, who's ever getting this shot, is really doing a pretty good job. If you do or see something like this when you're on the ground and see something like this, pull your camera out and film it. Just like we did this morning with the 6.3 earthquake that hit the Big Island. I pulled out my camera straight out of bed and started filming it. And we also have a special sighting that we captured 9 hours before, some sort of huge celestial event that happened over the Big Island, and people still don't know what it is. So there's a lot of things happening in this episode, tons of UFOs, just getting started. Again, what's your opinion on this? Is this something man-made or one of ours?
Yeah, it definitely looks pyramidal in nature to me after Dr. J just said that. Can see sides now, and it's kind of bringing to mind Vimana to me now after what Dr. J said about the pyramidal sides to it. It definitely does seem to have some angles, so I think that's interesting.
Yeah, what I like about it is that this thing doesn't undulate one single bit. It's on a steady course. It almost seems like a top that you'd spin, and that's what these gyro tops kind of have this stabilization, but it's on the ground, spinning. This thing's up in the sky, no spinning, but like totally non-undulating. Again, it defies the laws of physics from what I'm looking at this. Guys, I want to get your thoughts. And again, a big episode tonight. So if you're out there and you're still up, tell your friends Third Phase of Moon has a live premiere. I'm going to share the original link to this episode so you could get everybody on this real-time live premiere. Now, again, a lot of more UFO videos coming in. Brett, where did this one come from?
Yeah, pretty excited about this. This came in, a lot of people were saying Third Phase of Moon needs to see this. And this came in out of a flight directly out of Miami. So we already know the terrain there. Everything's flat. And whatever this person captured at this flight, 30,000 feet, we're showcasing something amazing. Could this be maybe some sort of weather phenomenon? Clouds creating a distorted shape within the clouds. People have a lot of opinions about this one. I'm pretty excited about sharing this tonight.
Yeah, I think this is really incredible. It looks like something stationary in the clouds. Like, could it be a craft using the clouds as coverage and kind of just sitting there and not without a cloaking device on? I don't know, but definitely think this is really interesting. I also kind of wondered if maybe it was a building coming up out of the clouds, but I'm sure they're probably way too high for that.
Yeah, the geometric shape and structure to this definitely indicates something that is built by something intelligent. Again, I don't see this kind of geometric shape in clouds, and it seems that it's forming around something that's almost physical. Dr. J, when you're looking at this, what's your first impression?
I definitely don't think it's clouds. There's so much detail. It actually looks like Noah's Ark. If we were looking on the ocean, I would think it's Noah's Ark or a massive speedboat. But on the left side, on the pointy side, on the top of it, you could see very detailed dimensions. Now, we also know that when there's large cloud cover, there's more tests going on of UAPs. So whether it's ours or something theirs, I'm not sure. But this thing is massive. And by the way, anyone out there filming, please don't put an emoji there.
Yeah, this is how it came in, John. This is kind of the topic. People are talking about this, and we're pretty much right on top of it when it comes to getting the UFOs from the public and researching things out there. It came in fast. This was the only recording that could be captured with that emoji. I was going to put a little time and try to get rid of it, but hell, it's a good emoji, because what the hell is this?
Definitely. You know, Dr. J, what you were saying about it looking like a ship, that was something that really came to mind for me too. I mean, the structure of it, it looks like there's a prow in the front, and it looks like the front of a giant ship, really, like a cruise ship or something, but it also looks kind of stone or metallic in nature to me as well.
Yeah, the Mount Ararat in the imagery of supposedly where Noah's Ark lays to this day, it kind of resembles a little bit of that action for sure. Dr. J?
Totally, except this is 35,000 feet in the air. That's what's so mind-boggling. And the size of it, this thing has to be miles and miles in length. Kudos to the passenger out there who was looking out the window and had a camera ready.
Again, we're going to do some more enhancements on this imagery because I think it's worthwhile. People need to share this link. What you're looking at is groundbreaking, in my opinion. Something was captured at 30,000 feet in the sky, and we're trying to figure out what it is.
I mean, also, could it be some sort of Project Bluebeam thing being tested out? I'm just throwing that out there. There's a lot of different projects going on and new technology that's being worked on. But to me, this definitely looks like something that has structure. It looks like, I know I said metallic earlier, but now I'm looking more like iron or something. I don't know. It's definitely very interesting, and it looks like some sort of machinery to me, for sure.
Yeah, look at that. We got the finger pointing at the geometrical shapes on this craft, and we got the perfect point at the bow of the ship. It's really interesting because it looks like it's just placed in there floating amongst the clouds where I've never seen anything like this. Could it, again, be just some sort of weird atmospheric weather phenomenon? Maybe some sort of plane disturbed the clouds and created this distortion within it. It's hard to tell, but again, this is a good one to share on Third Phase.
Yeah, we're enjoying everybody's comments tonight as well. It means a lot, and hit that thumbs up. Now, again, Brent was talking a little earlier in this episode with regards to a celestial event that happened over the Big Island of Hawaii last night. It happened approximately, Brent, what was the time?
Yeah, about 11:49 p.m. We're just hanging out, looking at the stars, just talking about some things, and I'm like, Blake, check this out. It was just happening, and I saw it right at the point of entry, whatever it is.
So Brent quickly grabbed his camera. It took a few seconds. We lost a little bit of footage of this thing just crashing or whatever, disintegrating as it entered Earth's atmosphere. We receive a lot of these videos from around the world capturing, these unknown whatever things that are crashing, coming down. And we're just lucky enough to be in the right place at the right time. So let's share some of this footage of what we captured last night. And then we have some incredible footage that was captured by the Subaru telescope up upon the Mauna Kea. And still to this, at this moment in time, people are speculating that this was some kind of satellite, but no official confirmation on that. So let's roll what happened just moments ago right here in our backyard.
Got it.
We got something happening right there. Right here outside on the Hamakua coast, something's breaking up in the sky.
We got a good close-up, Blake.
We got something that's breaking the news. Pacific coast. Look at that.
Oh my God. Holy shit, Blake.
Something's gonna hit the surface over here.
It's gone. It just it's in the Pacific Ocean. It just dropped. We saw it.
It's still going around.
Oh, there it is. I see it. Oh my God. It's still going. It's something amazing. This is real. I got it. That was huge. Something just hit Hawaii, and it's extremely fast. This is going to be breaking news, guys.
Something that is a secret airplane, or better yet, what if this is a UFO that's actually coming in for a crash? I think all those possibilities have to stay open until someone is able to figure out what came in astronomically.
Yeah, no confirmation, and we're just there at the right time. Again, Brent just said, what is that? And we're just fast enough to grab our camera. So don't hesitate. The phenomenon is happening 24/7 around our planet Earth, and it's exciting. The times are right, and everybody is prepared for disclosure, in my opinion. So exciting times, everybody. It's been great for you joining us tonight, and, everybody, be safe. Keep your eyes on the skies.
Over and out.
We'll catch you next time.
What was that, Dr. J?
I just said 10-4.
Absolutely. Okay, guys, that's it right here at Third Phase of Moon. Good times. Really fun looking over the UFO videos with you tonight. We'll see you real soon.